The field of communication psychology can be instrumental in achieving your objectives. While communication stands as one of humanity's greatest abilities, the extent to which we understand and derive pleasure from this remarkable tool remains a question. Familiarity with the psychology of communication serves as a valuable asset in life. Even basic psychological techniques can assist in reaching goals and addressing various life challenges. This video will introduce you to 15 psychological secrets that will enhance your ability to comprehend people, construct effective communication, and extract maximum benefit from it. Utilizing repetition in dialogues. Select any word from your conversation partner's speech, and each time they say it, make an effort to smile, nod, or use other affirmative gestures. Surprisingly, your partner will start using this word more frequently, the very word you focused on. Understanding the illusion of choice. The illusion of choice is termed as such because its primary goal is manipulation, ensuring that the initiator of the game wins regardless of the choice made. Need to motivate a lazy coworker or child? Offer them a choice. What does this entail? If there are tasks like sweeping the floor or folding laundry, simply ask, "Would you prefer to fold or sweep?" This allows them to feel a sense of control and approach the task with greater enthusiasm. The mirror method. A person's impression of you is largely formed in the first 4 minutes of meeting, with 60 to 80% of that impression based on nonverbal cues. Here's a neat trick. Mirror the behavior of the other person. Researchers studying this phenomenon found that those who were mirrored had a very favorable opinion of the person mirroring them. They'd also discovered that people who had mimics were much more positively disposed towards people in general, even those not involved in the study. By subtly mimicking someone, you can align with their wavelength, leading them to warm up to you. Just be careful not to overdo it and come across as odd, which could alienate your conversation partner. Emphasize shared values. Build your communication around what you share with your counterpart. This approach can lead to mutually beneficial agreements. According to Theodore Newcomb's classic study, people are most attracted to those similar to them, known as the attraction-similarity effect. In Newcomb's experiment, subjects' views on various issues were measured, and they were then asked to live together in a university-owned house. By the end of their stay, subjects liked their neighbors best when they shared similar views on the measured topics. If you want to make friends with someone, try to find common ground in your views and highlight them. Pay attention to laughter. As we age, we tend to take life more seriously. The average adult laughs 15 times a day, while preschoolers laugh an average of 400 times. Only 15% of our laughter is related to jokes. It is largely influenced by social relationships. When several people in a group are laughing, always pay attention to who is looking at whom. Each person instinctively looks at the person they like best or the person they would like to consider close. Nonverbal cues. During a typical conversation, only about 30% of information about a person can be gleaned. To appear more confident, sincere, and sociable, use open postures and gestures when communicating. People subconsciously pick up on these nonverbal signals, making it much easier to make the right impression. Stay relaxed and avoid crossing your arms and legs, as crossing your arms over your chest drastically reduces your credibility. Giving gifts. Gifts are always appreciated. People love receiving them, and even a small gift can have a significant impact. When you want to appease someone or change their attitude towards you, a thoughtful gift can work wonders. Consider giving a small souvenir, a bouquet of flowers, or a bottle of good wine. Physical touch. Touch people when appropriate. This can help you establish friendly, informal, and warm relationships with others. When doing this with a girl, you increase the chances of getting closer to them, not just as friends. Lightly touching the elbow of your conversation partner 3 times can increase your chances of achieving your goal. Aim high. Always ask for more than you initially need, and then negotiate down. This technique, known as the door-in-the-face approach, involves starting with a high request that is likely to be refused, and then following up with a smaller, more reasonable request. While this approach may seem counterintuitive, studies have shown that it can be effective. When someone is first presented with a large request and then asked for smaller favors, they'd often feel more inclined to help. Use names. In any language, a person's name is the sweetest sound. It is a fundamental part of our identity, and hearing it reaffirms our importance. This is why we tend to feel more positively towards someone who uses our name. as it reinforces our sense of importance in the world. Spending quality time. We tend to develop a liking for people we are familiar with. A study by psychologists at the University of Pittsburgh illustrated this. 4 unfamiliar girls attended university classes, with some attending frequently and others infrequently. When students were later shown their photos and asked who they felt a great sympathy for, it was those who had been seen more often in class, even if there had been no interaction. In essence, simply spending more time with people can make them sympathize with you more. Befriending their friends. The social network theory, known as triadic closure, suggests that 2 people are more likely to become closer if they have a mutual acquaintance. To demonstrate this effect, students at the University of British Columbia created a program that sent random friend requests on Facebook. They found that people were more likely to accept friend requests from strangers if they had mutual friends. Acceptance rates increased from 20% with no mutual friends to nearly 80% with more than 11 mutual friends. Active listening. During a conversation, we typically make eye contact with our conversation partner 40 to 60% of the time. However, when we are listening, our gaze increases to 80%, which is highly appreciated by our conversation partner as it fosters mutual sympathy. Unfortunately, many people struggle to truly listen to their interlocutors. Often, especially in heated arguments, we simply wait for our turn to speak, failing to pay attention to what is being said. However, demonstrating attentiveness is a powerful tool of influence. If you're unsure what to discuss, let the other person talk about themselves. Use active listening techniques. Nod, ask open-ended and clarifying questions, empathize if the moment is sad, and smile if the conversation is lighthearted. In essence, giving someone the opportunity to share a story from their life, rather than dominating the conversation, can lead to more positive memories of interacting with you. Continuously hone your communication skills. According to research from Oxford, the average person regularly communicates with around 20 people, including friends, family, colleagues, and neighbors. Scientists went further by scanning the brains of volunteers and discovered that those with a wider social circle than average showed increased activity in the brain's communication centers, as well as better connectivity between different brain regions. Importantly, this is not an innate quality. The more people we engage with, the easier it becomes to find common ground with them. Create lasting impressions. If you want to make a quick impression on someone you admire or deepen your bond with friends or colleagues, invite them to exciting places like an amusement park. The thrill of the experience will raise their adrenaline levels, making their hearts beat faster and creating a sense of exhilaration. Consequently, their subconscious will associate you with the pleasure they experienced, making them eager to see you again at the next meeting. Closing. If you enjoyed this video, please share your thoughts and subscribe to the channel. Friends, until next time.